Hi, my name is Nick Walsh, and I'm recording this video today to hopefully add some value for UK estate agents and show you how you can use generative AI to help you in your daily tasks and hopefully reduce your workload a little, allow you to focus on more important things instead, maybe like client relationships. This is the first time I've done this, so it's potentially going to be a bit of a rough and ready version, and no doubt things won't go to plan, but hopefully you'll get the idea of it and be able to use this yourself. So today I'm mostly going to focus on ChatGPT. I mean, there are loads of other products out there. Claude is the other one I use quite frequently, but we'll keep it simple and just use GPT for now. And pretty sure most people have heard of ChatGPT, if not used it. But if you haven't, it's available, as you can see here, chatgpt.com. And this is Sam Altman's company, OpenAI, and this is their offering of an AI chatbot that sits on top of their platform and allows you to put in text and get really good human-like responses. There's some really good things here. You can do copywriting, brainstorming. You can put in a huge amount of text. It's good for if you've got kind of legal contracts and things like that. You can upload those here and then ask for a summary or even ask it questions, and hopefully it'll identify areas that you may be concerned with and may want to negotiate over. So it's enormously powerful. It's now become my first place to go with anything, pretty much. I wouldn't really spend the time reading anything in depth and trying to make up my own mind now. I'd probably start here and get a summary first. And same thing with generating any kind of content. I'd always come here and ask it first, and then go and amend from there on. So if you haven't used it, I mean, we'll just do a couple of very basic things. Let's see what it says. What day is it? Okay, pretty decent response. I did this before as a quick test. It was much longer. But that's one of the things from GPT is, and generative AI in general, is you'll very rarely get the same response twice because it effectively is working randomly. What is good about it now is it does provide the sources, which it didn't do previously. So you have a lot more credibility in the answers it's giving you. So a very basic example there. And we can move on to doing something that might be useful for you. So I found a property on Rightmove in my local area. And it's this one here, which is, some of you may think this is a huge amount of money, and it is, don't get me wrong, but it's very much a standard price around here. 610,000 for a 2-bed masonette, 700 square foot, not particularly large, but it's quite a nice building. So I thought we could see if GPT could do a reasonable job of valuing the property, writing a property description, and then a few other things as well. And what I've done is I've saved these photos, just right click, save photo. So we'll give GPT those photos and see what it can do with those. So I found out the address of this property because they had a picture of the front door. So I've got the number. So the first thing I'm going to ask GPT to do is value the property, and I want to give it as much information as I can. So here I'm saying, can you value this property, 26B Palace Road, East Molesey, KT8, don't know the full postcode, 2-bed, 700 square foot, upper ground floor, masonette, with allocated parking, garage and communal garden. Let's see what it comes up with for this. Okay, it's even found the postcode, which is good. 700 square foot, 2-bed, upper ground floor masonette. Is approximately 610. That seems to think that's about right. So let's go and read a bit more detail here. Valuation analysis. Last sold in 2017, 450,000. Gives us a load of comparable properties, which is pretty good. It sounds a bit expensive based on this one here in 2021. At 26A, which is larger and sold for 460 only 3 years ago. Again, another comparable there, which is larger but it's not as nice a location. So, and this one has a garage as well. So, maybe those things make a difference here. But it's a pretty good analysis. I mean, you can see here, it's breaking down the square footage price, £784 per square foot. Applying a conservative estimate, 26B Palace Road results in a valuation of 490. So that's interesting. It sounds like based on that, it may be slightly too expensive. And I think it probably is, because I've seen flats in the local area, actually one that was overlooking the river in a really nice location that was 1,100 square foot, and that was on for 650, and it didn't seem to be selling. So average property price on Palace Road, 2 million. Yes, that is probably the most desirable road around here, and it leads directly into the kind of villagey area with all the flats and so on. It goes on to say, considering the property's features, historical sale price, comparable properties, and current market trends, a valuation of approximately 610 is reasonable. So, yeah, I mean, may not be perfect, and there are possibly better valuation tools out there, but as a start point, that's pretty comprehensive, and it gives you, as I say, all of the comparables as well, and the square footage price. So hopefully that would be helpful. Now GPT has the context of this property. It has memory. So, for example, I use this for my business quite a lot. It has a copy of my pitch deck, my business plan, my my kind of run rate on expenditure and so on. And I can ask it questions around that, and it has all of that memory from stuff it's previously answered questions on. So it's really good once it builds up even more information. So let's carry on here and say, now it knows about this property that we're talking about. So I downloaded the photos. We're going to upload those to GPT, and we're going to see if it can write a property description based on those. I can only upload 10 at a time. Right, let's go. How many did we have? So let's choose some of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Probably lounge is quite important. And that, so let's get rid of one of those. Okay, so here I'm going to give it a persona. I'm going to say, you are a UK estate agent. Can you write a property description for this flat by analysing the photos and include why someone would want to live in this area? Okay, seems to be pretty comprehensive. So let's have a look at that. Nestled within the prestigious Palace Road in East Molesey, this elegant two-bed maisonette seamlessly blends period charm with modern convenience. Located on the upper ground floor of an imposing Victorian building, this residence offers approximately 700 square foot beautifully presented living space, complete with allocated parking, a garage, and access to a lush communal garden. That's pretty good. For something that took just a few seconds. And mostly based off of the photos, but I guess some of the historical information it had as well. And then it goes on to highlight the various pieces. Hopefully, it's getting these from the photos. I've tried this with properties that have outlook over, incredible views and hills and so on, and it recognises that from the photos and includes that in the description. I've also found that it can recognise the make of the units in the kitchen, so the cooker and the dishwasher and so on, and say, high-end Miele or Samsung units and that kind of thing. So, it's really effective at doing this. So here, for example, the sleek kitchen boasts wooden cabinetry, granite countertops, modern appliances, combining functionality with style. I mean, I would say that actually that kitchen's slightly dated, but it's done a pretty good job of talking it up. So, you can always change this. So then it goes on. I asked it to include why somebody would like to live in this area. This property is ideally situated within a short walk of Hampton Court Village, renowned for its boutique shops, charming cafes, vibrant pubs. Residents enjoy proximity to Hampton Court Palace, Bushy Park, the Thames, and commuters are well served by Hampton Court Station, providing fast links to Waterloo. Then it goes on. So I think you'd agree for, a few seconds worth of work, that's a pretty comprehensive listing. I'd say it's probably better than the one that's on Rightmove there, actually. Okay, so what else might you want to do here that's useful? Now it's got all this contextual history about the property. I thought writing social media posts could be useful. So again, I pre-prepared one here. Can you write social media posts for this property for LinkedIn, X, and Facebook? Let's see what it comes up with. Okay, so you can see there, it's added all the emojis and so on. You may not like them, but even those would take a little while to work out, actually. So it's definitely saving some time here. It's also worked out what is the optimum amount of text and length to put in for each different platform. So for LinkedIn, probably midway. Oh yeah, LinkedIn seems to be the longest there. X we know is limited, so that one's fairly small. And then Facebook, it's done something fairly similar. But you could do it for whatever platform you want. You could do Instagram. If you wanted to, you could say, write me the script for a video for this property on TikTok or any platform. You could say, make it a video that would be under 2 minutes long or something like that. And it will just produce the script for that video for you. You can then take that, if you want, to a video generation platform and put that text into that platform and it will create a video for you. But you kind of have to take what you get from AI generated videos. They're not amazing at the moment, but that technology will move on. Okay, so again, I think there's some pretty good savings there in terms of putting all that stuff together yourself. And I'm thinking, what might the next thing be that you might want to do? And I was thinking, well, you probably want to be able to, in the kind of life cycle of valuing, taking on a property, writing the listing, publishing to social media. The next thing you might want to do is send a marketing email to people that are looking for a property in the area. So this is probably more specific, less generic. The example I have here: can you write a marketing email for this property for someone who's moving out of central London with his teenage daughter and has a dog? He likes road biking and pubs. Could be anything. You put him running or whatever, like shopping, I don't know. But let's just focus on those two for the moment and see what it comes up with. Okay, are you considering a move out of central London to enjoy more space, greenery, and a better quality of life for you and your daughter, and of course your dog? We have just the property that checks all the boxes. An elegant 2-bed masonette on Palace Road, offers perfect combination of suburban charm and urban convenience. Why you'll love it: pet-friendly living, cyclist dream. Whether you enjoy a quick spin or longer rides, the Thames towpath and surrounding Surrey countryside are some of the best cycling routes in the area. Family-friendly features, pubs and community. Property highlights: located just minutes from Hampton Court Village. Arrange your viewing today. Yeah, so that's pretty good. And if there's something you don't like on there, obviously you can just take it and amend it. But you could say, can you also include some detail on why his teenage daughter might like the area? You can just ask it to redo it with another slant of whatever you think is relevant. Let's see what it comes out with now. For you, for your teenage daughter, the area has so much to offer teenagers, from boutique shops, cozy cafes, Isha College, Tiffin's School, paddleboarding on the Thames. So you can just keep asking it until it produces exactly what you want. So that's great. I'll say, for example, can you reduce this to, or can you make this more concise? Thinking about it. Yeah, there you are. And if you want it to be less words, specify how many words, and it will do it to exactly that length. So that's all I had for now. I mean, if there's any other items that might be useful, we could try those, and I'll be getting feedback, no doubt. And I'll record more videos. As I say, there are also plenty of other platforms that we can try. I found that the uploading the photos for the description, generally Claude is slightly better at that, but it limits you to 5 photos. So GPT limits you to 10. So it depends how many you have, really. Look forward to recording more videos and providing more information for you guys, and hopefully adding value. Hopefully you found that useful. Thanks for watching.